Guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do the last issue of Purgatori, Goddess Rising, issue number 4 by Chaos Comics. Yeah. It's been made by Brian Pulido, Mark Andreco, and Mike Deodato Jr., who's the penciler. So, continue from the last series of issue, Purgatori is becoming now all-powerful. She has slain Odin. She has her own power. She has also the blood magic power that she stole or inherits for something. But she's becoming more and more powerful. So she is in Asgard, and there's skipping a few pages. So skipping too much. Let's go back. So here, she was on Asgardians, and the Asgardians defying her, and then she turns her blood magic onto them, and they transformed into their willing slaves. And we have also the child of Kabala, who says that she is a mother, and I still do not know what his role is, because she is doing mostly what he says or what he wants, but we all know that he's an evil bastard, that he eventually wants to do something. I'm not sure why she is so blind to that. It's too obvious, right? This is the bad guy. So she uses the Odin power, and she is now seeing one of the Valkyries rescuing, I believe, the wife of Odin. And then Purgatori senses that she has also a part of the Odin force in her, and she wants to have that back. So this Valkyrie girl that is, I believe, befriended with Lady Death in her Lady Death series, and don't know very well these characters. And they have been greeted, well, if you can call it that, by this guy. And this guy is the father of, let me think. The father of Lady Death is called Matthias. He has the sword, the soul sword or the blood sword or whatever sword of Lady Death that she wielded. Or maybe she's coming in possession of this in a later issue. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not familiar with the timeline whole stuff. Anyway, the sword is alive. He wants to have blood to become stronger, and it's greedy, etc. So Matthias wants to kill these Valkyries for reasons, because he says, "Can it be truly the spawn of my harlot wife? What a pleasant surprise." And now he says, "You feel my blade when I allow it to do so. Do you see the cursed gift you have, sister, bestowed upon me? Every moment of my existence I hear the squealing for blood." Meaning he talks about the blades, and then, he wants to kill them. And that's the whole plot of basically the whole book. People want to kill each other. Okay, so she rips a hole in time, or a hole in a dimensional hole, or a fabric of time. She goes transporting herself to the place where Matthias and the Valkyries are fighting. So Purgatori goes there, and she says, "Hello, surprise!" And then one of the Valkyries, try to stop her, chops off her head. Well, she regenerates because, she's basically Wolverine. Now she does instantly healing because of her blood magic. And then she transforms one of these, I believe her name is Vulnavia or something. Turn her into a blood slave. That's how I call it. I must say the art looks, of course, very good. It's Mike Deodato Jr. The art is very nice. But yeah, I don't think beautiful half-naked looking woman is going to save this book. So there's a little hint. So the Valkyrie here is getting saved by a couple of other people that I believe is going to lead into a story into another book. Matthias starts to fight Lady Purgatori. But with no success, because she's way too powerful. But they try. I love the whole power stuff here. It's a little bit sometimes too chaotic for my taste. So she basically absorbs the power of the sword, claims the sword for herself, and she says, now you're going to do what I want you to do, otherwise I'm going to destroy you. But I noticed that the artist, Mike the Jr., forgets to draw the hilt here. As you can see, here's the hilt of the sword, and now it's gone. So unless it's a very, very, very short hilt, which is not the case because it's here. So yeah, I believe he forgot that. Then, since it's the last issue, of course, stuff needs to happen. So Kabala's child, still calls her mother, thinks it's a really good idea to now attack Lady Purgatori out of nowhere. The motivation is still not very clear, except that she wants to have her power, you know? And so he attacks her, and of course, Purgatori defies him and fights back. The action looks gory and cool. So she teleports away, attacks him, and then, uses a different kind of power sets that, again, looks cool. So he uses, I don't know, some kind of a tentacle that comes from Mortal Kombat, like, come over here. Well, that's not really the case, because he is sucking her dry. And I really like this imagery, and that she is being dried up and then poof, like like a fatality in Mortal Kombat. So she's dead. Or is she? Of course not, because this is happening. So somehow, although her bones lies here, she is now in him somehow. And then she is trying to, free herself or rip him to shreds from the inside. That's it. So that's exactly what's going to happen. The child explodes. She uses the sword on him. He is now dead. And then, that's basically it. That's basically the book. She won. She has more power than ever. And she summons her army. And again, this looks very, very good. But there's almost no freaking backgrounds at all. It's just a lot of wild imagery with screaming people that want to kill each other. It's all, the whole time it's, oh, I'm gonna have my vengeance. Oh, I'm gonna rip your heart out. Oh, I'm gonna drink your blood. Or you are a scumbag mother, beep, 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 beep. I'm not sure why I said that, but I tried to do the beeping noises when you saw a YouTube video that they have to censor it, but I cannot do that. It's all stuff like that. It's all like, I'm gonna have my vengeance into the next issue, and I'm gonna stomp on your corpse and drink your blood and blah, 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 blah. It's a lot of shouting and nonsense. And that leads us to this issue. I have that as well, so I have to search for that somewhere in my boxes if I can find it. Maybe I'm doing a video, maybe not, but this is not really worth it. The quality is good, but the, the plot and the storylines of this whole series it's thinner than the paper of this book. So it's not a recommend. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you liked the video. More stuff coming soon. Bye-bye.